Okay, good morning everybody and welcome. We are doing a total body stretch this morning. I haven't done one of these in a while, so it's a chance for a new set to go on the page, so you can use it you know, if you're having a week where you just feel, right, I need to loosen up, or perhaps you've had quite an intense week of workouts and you need a stretch video, it's something that you can go to. It's 20 minutes long and it can be as intense as you want, or you can take your foot off the gas if you wish to as well. So I'll always start with the mid-level, and then I'll show you like to modify to make things a little bit easier if it's too intense, and then I'll show you a stretch to make it a little bit more intense if you're, it just depends on your natural flexibility. So as always, listen to your bodies, really, you know, get in tune with what's going on, and yeah, enjoy the stretch as well. It is one of those things that I enjoy because I find it a release in the mind as well. So yeah, so as always, listen to your bodies and stay hydrated. Here we go, guys. Can you guys hear some music? All right. So we will work from head to toe. Okay, so up and down with the head, and up, and down, up, and down, and up. Just to the side, hold in here. Really pay attention to the shoulders, drop them. 3, 2, 1, switch the side. So really pull the shoulders down, drop the ear to the shoulder. Good, now pull the shoulders up, big circles around. Draw it up and round. So as you go round, I want you to try and get the shoulder blades together. Good, 3, 2, 1. And then you're going to reverse it. So pull it back, shoulder blades together, up and over the top. Good. Now just allow yourself to sort of go sway to the side, to the side. So you're starting to twist the spine. All right. Perfect. Now bring the arms behind you, link and connect, and you're going to try and just open the chest. Stand up tall here, holding that. Try not to lock the knee joint, just soften the knees. Pay attention to the tailbone, make sure it's tucked under. Good, now release, bring the arms in front and then pull the belly button in and round the back. Hold in there. Good, and again, so link at the back, open the chest. So it's always that counter action. So when you stretch one way, it's important to reverse or stretch on the other side so that the body is equally working. Good, now bring the arms in front. Push it out, pull that belly button in, round the back as much as you can. And also start to pay attention if you've got any knots and niggles going on anywhere. Just pay them attention. Try and move energy throughout the body. But all the stretches we try to hold for a minimum of 8 counts. Especially if you're trying to, you know, release any tension and improve flexibility. Okay, so pay attention. Bring the hands into the hips, and you're just going to circle that hip joint. And I'm softening at the knees, so I'm not locking the knee joint. So increasing flexibility and increasing mobility around the joints and, you know, major muscle groups improves mobility, but it also, you know, reduces the risk of injury as well. helps you more supple, more in tune with your body. You know your limitations, what you can, what you can't do. And like I said at the start, it's really good for the mind as well. Just release any tension up here in the neck, in the head. All right, reaching up. Allow the hand to go onto the leg. Keep the hand in contact with the leg and reach over as far as you can. With my feet, they're slightly turned out. And I'm trying to keep my weight through the middle of my hip. Good. And then switch the sides. Good. Okay, so open the chest as you go down. And then pull the belly button in round the chest. I'll do this on the side as well, so you can, so it's like an arch at the back as you go down. And then you pull the belly button in as you pull back up. Good, keep it going. And again. Really settle in, pushing down, opening the hips. Good, and one more. Just as far as you can. Perfect. So I want you to bring your feet now forward. And you're going to settle into one side. So just bring it down to one side. Both feet are forward. You can rest your arms, your hands on your thigh. And then the leg that's straight, you're going to turn that foot out. So it goes into the groin. And get as deep as you can. Now, if you need a little bit of a rest, you can come up, keep the body upright to here. If you want more, take your hands down and just get a little bit deeper, maybe pull the foot up if you can. So it's your choice, but just do what's right for you. Good, now just focus on your breath as well. All right, coming into the middle. So feet start forward. You shift onto that one side first. And if I turn my body, you can see I'm upright. I'm not putting too much weight. If you want to go down a bit deeper, this is sort of the mid-range. But that foot that's nice, or that leg that's nice and straight, that turns out now. So you start to feel it in the groin. You want more of an intense stretch, you're going to take it down towards the floor and pull the toe up. And I even get my elbow right into my leg and I open that hip a little bit more. Check your breath. Good, now bringing it up, perfect. Walk your feet in. Bend the knees, hands on the knees and circle. 7, 6, 5, 4, other way. 3, 2, 1. Hands above the knee joint or below and come into a number 7. So with this number 7, you're looking down towards the floor, trying to get the back line nice and straight. Now, folding down. Release any tension out of the head, out of the neck, so really relax it down. And we're going to do this 3 times. And with each time we do it, we try and get a little bit closer to our legs. If you're feeling like there's too much tension at the back of the hamstring, then just soften the knees a little bit and take your time as you stretch it out. Good, now bend the knees, tuck the tailbone under, you're going to roll it up. You're going to connect the hands at the top, head comes forward, and try and open the shoulders. once again, arms down. Bend the knees, hands above or below the knee joint, push into that number 7. Okay, and relax, folding down. Try and get a little bit further this time. Maybe you want to soften the knees and try and then keep the chest on the thighs as you're straightening out those legs. Let any tension fall out to the neck, out to the shoulders, out to the head. Just release. Good, now bend the knees. Stacking and rolling out. Once again, inhale. Connect the hands at the top. Head forward. Open the shoulders. This time bend the knees. Tuck the tailbone under. Good. And release. Last time. Bend the knees. Hands above or below the knee joint, coming into number 7 first. Good. Now just soften your knees, put your chest or your belly onto the thighs, bring the hands down to the floor, and then straighten those knees out as much as you can. Folding the head in. I definitely feel that each time I do this move that I'm just a little bit looser. There's a little bit more release, a little bit more room to move. And I'm also not fixed, I'm not staying still. I'm trying to really stretch it out whilst holding the initial move. If you need to modify, you know you can come up. Alright, bend the knees, roll it up. Perfect. Bring the one arm out to the side, bring it across. Just pay attention to the hips, sway them from side to side. Good, now open the chest. Try and get the shoulder blades together. Other arm across, holding under, maybe along the tricep, and just pulling in as tight as you can once again. Loosen up the hips. Good. Hands back onto the hips, just rotate again. Good, other side. Think about really tucking that tailbone under as you're working that hip rotation around. Perfect. So I want you to bring one leg over the other. Like not on the other, over to the side, and you're going to reach it down just as far as you can. Good. Now, like a modification, you can bring a chair in front of you. You don't have to go as deep, but if you need to intensify the stretch, you try and get the hands behind the heels. Ooh. 4, 3, 2, 1. And you count. Release. Switching over the other side. So you're going down. Take it down. Take your time. So mid-range is just that reach. If you want to release the tension, bring it onto a chair, or just don't go as low. If you want to increase the tension, try and take the hands behind the heels. Relax the head down. Good, now sweep and roll it up. Perfect. Okay, so one leg back. and we're going to lift the heel off the floor to start. Just make sure your hips are nice and square. So place your hand on your hip bones, and if you feel like they're open or twisted, just rotate, pull everything to that center phase. Drop the heel down into the floor whilst keeping the hips nice and square. Now the back leg shouldn't be directly behind the front leg, it should be slightly just out in line with your hips. Just think of the, you know, the position of your hips. So your front knee is in line with that hip joint, and then your back foot is in line with your other hip joint. And that allows you to stay nice and central, nice and neutral. Good, holding there. Now bend the back leg. Dropping the knee down towards the floor. Now tuck that tailbone forward. Really intensifying the stretch in that thigh muscle. Good, now you can hold it here if you want to, or you can try and come up. Grab the leg, reaching up. And the most important thing, if you are doing this one, is that you keep the knees together. Really push the hips forward. Now with this leg that you have in your hand, or you may not have in your hand, it might be behind you, bring that foot forward, bend the knee and place the hands on the knee, on the support leg. Pull the toe up and just fold forward towards that straight leg. Good, keep that going, hold it there. Check. So you're doing really well, guys. All right, well done. So from here, just rotate. Lift the back heel up, and then you're going to push it down. Again, just tune into the hips. Just double check. Good. And just remember what I said about that hip line. Right knee is in front of the right hip joint. Right foot is just behind the left leg is in, oh gosh, left leg is behind the left hip joint. There we go. Get there in the end. All right, bend the knee, taking it down. Maybe push it forward a little bit more if you can, really tuck that tailbone under. Now you've got the choice, you can hold here or you can pick it up. And like I said, try and get the knees together. Really push the hip forward. Okay, so I'm going to give you a little bit of a choice here because our final stretches are just going to be down on the floor. Now, if you are not working down on the floor, you can bring a chair in and you can sit on the chair and you're going to reach for the leg and pull that leg up. But if you can get down onto the floor, we're just going to lay down on our backs. So like I said, if you don't want to work on the floor, you can modify and sit on a chair. Okay, so you're going to take a twist first. So twist to the side if you're sitting down, or drop your knees to one side. Now, if you are laying down and you want more of an intense twist, take the top leg and tuck it underneath the bottom leg. So it's like you need the toilet and you're desperate to go. Keep the weight, leave the weight, do the work. If you want more, you can even press the hand onto the knees, give it a little bit more weight. Good, if you're sitting down, just stay to one side. So you're twisting around, looking at the back. Good, all right, so you're gonna twist to the other side. So if you're sitting on the chair, just twist your body the other way. And if you're laying down, leave your knees drop. If you want more of an intense stretch, like I said, top leg over the bottom one, as if you're desperate for the loo. Leave the weight do the work. All right, and bring everything back to neutral. We're nearly there, guys. This is our last stretch. So with your left leg, I just want you to straighten out that left leg as far as you can. You're either holding down low on the hamstring or up towards the calf muscle. It's wherever you can reach. And you don't really lock the knee, but you don't bend it either. So it's kind of in between. If you were sitting on a chair, I will show you. So you can sit on a chair, and you can lift the knee and try and stretch that leg out, okay? So what we want to do now is we want to pull that leg in as close as you can to your chest. And then once you've gotten to your furthest point, if you can, again, this is really, really up to you. You can stay here if you're finding this intense. But if you can drop that leg down, you can take it a little bit more. Just go as far as you can. Three, two, one. Oh, switch the leg, everybody.
One misconception of meditation
Keep going.
is that if you're meditating, your mind will be blank. You can't make your mind blank.
So you've switched
and
the
if
leg.
you try, you're
just go as far as you can. Nearly there. And like I said, you can hold it here, you can hold low. Lots of choice wherever you hold on the leg. If you're feeling this is enough, maybe, and you want a little bit more, maybe you can flex the foot. If you can straighten that leg down so you get a stretch in that other hip joint as well, you can do. And just pull it as close as you can. Hold in there. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Feet together. So I will be with the ones on the chair. Open the knees. So this is like a butterfly or a frog. Just allow the knees to open. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so those that are on the chair, we're going to come up with you now. Everybody else, bring yourself up onto your feet and roll it up. Feet together. All right, so we're going to finish where we started. So roll the shoulders. 3, 2, 1, and then the other way. 4, 3, 2, 1. Heads up, and down, and down. To the side. Hold in there. Other side. Good, now release, twist, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale up. Bring those hands to a heart center. Connect the thumb to the heart. Take a big inhale here. Exhale. Last one, inhale up. And just loosen out. There you go. Well done, guys. That is your 20 minutes total body stretch. Hope you enjoyed. Like I said, whenever you're doing this, if you're ever doing it on repeat, or you just fancy a little bit of loosening out and you need to perhaps hold things a little bit longer, just pause the video, hold the stretch as long as you need to. If you need to cut anything in half or like go to certain stretches because you're feeling a little bit tight, then I can pinpoint you to the stretches within the video that would be suitable for anything you've got going on, any sort of contraindications or knots and niggles. So have a lovely Friday, guys. Love to all, and I'll see some of you tonight. Bye.